Alrighty, hello and welcome everybody to tonight's fantastic dino action. Polyraptor is the name of the game tonight. I was messing around with a bunch of stuff. I know I did mention that I wanted to go with Star of Extinction tonight. However, it's odd. Huh. Hello? Oh wait, we're live? Are we working? Dinos? Dr. Gazooks? I think everything is working. Odd. Glitched on me a little bit there. Okay. Hello. Huh. Some weird thing popped up that said the stream couldn't be created. You can hear me loud and clear. Okay, yeah. On my YouTube, the dashboard for the live stream, it said stream could not be created. Try again or finish. And I'm definitely not finished. We're certainly just getting started here. But yeah, if you can all hear me good, and let me check the chat and make sure that's working. Okay. You just never know. But tonight, Polyraptor. 4 copies of this. Like I was mentioning, Star of Extinction, I was thinking of bringing in tonight, but man, through my testing, dino taking damage. Sammy, yes. 4 Polyraptors. I don't have Forerunner of the Empire. Check that out right now for anybody that doesn't know about it. Once it loads, takes a second. Okay, yes, Forerunner of the Empire. That's a classic pairing with Polyraptor. Of course, Polyraptor is in the background of the art. Whenever it enters the battlefield, we get to search our library for a dino, put it on top. Oftentimes it might be that Polyraptor, but whenever a dino enters the battlefield, you may have Forerunner of the Empire deal 1 damage to each creature. It just felt kind of off. I'd rather something other than Forerunner. I might be paying for it, or 3, but comes down, it's a 1/3, and then you have to play something else. Oftentimes I wasn't playing something else right after playing it. Savage Stomp potentially. Yeah, I was wondering about that. But yeah, just the setup with Forerunner. In the past, it has been a little bit rough. I want to get too much benefit, and I just wanted more actual fighting. You know, Forerunner could be these 4 Inscription of Abundances. It might be the 4 Ranging Raptors. Some mixture of stuff that might get the job done better than having the playset of this in. It can go forever, Sammy, but the plan is, if it happens, I wouldn't set it up if I didn't, get ready. Inscription of Abundance at instant speed. We have to enter full control before we play the Polyraptor with the Marauding Raptor out. So in full control, we just make as many as we want with Marauding, and then we make that Marauding fight any Polyraptor. Marauding dies, we shut off the combo that way, and we've made who knows how many. We'll see. Oh yeah. I lost with this list when it was in standard, which is quite fun, but just something at instant speed that you can turn off the combo. Certainly it is quite expensive. Hopefully Polyraptor is 6 or 7, and then 2 mana for Inscription, making the Marauding fight the Polyraptor, and you're off to the races there. Possibly you could have 2 Maraudings out, and then have both Maraudings fight each other, and you get supercharged Polyraptors. That would be quite exciting. But that's definitely what we're looking for, a decent bit of fighting interaction. This and Domri, 7 things in total. Ranging Raptors. With the fighting aspect, I wanted to up the value of those spells, get an extra basic. Topiary Stomper getting basics. Thunderherd Migration getting basics as well. Oh, possibly, Sammy, yes. It would help certainly with the lag and stuff that can happen. Maybe it would make games go a little bit faster. That's not too bad. Should be good. I think Polyraptor is going to be very nice. If they can't kill it, blocking with one creature, chances are they won't block with any. They block it, we take something out, we get it back. It's kind of like it has indestructible in a sense. Of course, the token can be killed by Fatal Push. It does have a mana value of 0, unfortunately. But other than that, yeah. 4 copies, I want to see it as much as possible, often as possible. There is, I think, enough ramp to support this. Ranging Raptors and Topiary and Domri and Thunderherd and Huntmaster and Marauding Raptor. That's a lot. We should be getting there. You have been considering it? Okay. Cultivate. Oh, I do. It's pretty good. Pretty good, Dr. Gazooks. I haven't used it a whole lot. I'm definitely going to get back to it at some point. Make a super focused aggro list like Pterosaurus you were using at that one point there. And I definitely think the questing dino probably should be used with the battles, Invasion of Ixalan and Invasion of Ikoria for sure. One day I'll get there, but yeah, there's just so many different spins, slight tweaks. There's no Galt in the list tonight, which is very different for me. My goodness. Crazy stuff. Lands, well, basic lands I do have to mention, upped it to 8. I could even go to 10 potentially because Ranging grabs a basic, Topiary grabs a basic, Thunderherd grabs a basic. There could be a very real possibility that there are no basics to grab with these 3, but I still wanted lots of stable ramp. I was thinking of trimming Topiary Stomper. I wasn't going to bring in Cultivate, but just focusing on Thunderherd and Ranging. Ranging potentially getting more than one basic land from itself. Marauding pings it. Sometime down the line it blocks a creature to get a second basic land off the one creature, and sometimes we're paying 1 green for Ranging, and that is pretty fantastic. Hard to top. Yes, no Galt to Blasphemy. That's crazy stuff. 2 basics and you can cycle it. Migration path, something migration. Let me see. I was right. Migration path. Well, there you go. I've looked at pretty much everything that can get basic land. That seems pretty decent. Certainly. I mean, if you don't have any basics to grab, it's not dead in your hand. That could be something good to consider. Yeah. I look at Magic cards a lot. I'm surprised I remembered that. But yeah, it's always nice, the backup of cycling and just being able to get rid of it if you don't need it. I always appreciate that aspect. Sideboard wise, went kind of funny there, but yeah. Back to Nature still in to bring the pain to 5 color Enigmatic, Incarnation, all those enchantment decks. That really is the ticket. Helps make it a little bit more favorable. Flame Sweep you guys have seen in the past, and definitely Flame Sweep makes a lot more sense tonight, I must say. Certainly starting off with Ripjaw and Ranging, keeping them in against aggro, and then Flame Sweep as well. Boom. Supercharging it, possibly pinging Ripjaw and Ranging, getting a basic, drawing a card, taking out a lot of creatures, as it has done in the past. I'm excited. And then shifting, I mean, I would never leave home with shifting. My goodness. It's hard. Missing Galta and missing Tyrannix Rex. Painful. Carnage Tyrant though. 4 Carnage, 4 shifting for control matchups if I finally face it. I have not seen much Azorius Control in the past few days. A little bit unfortunate, but that's alright. Yes, definitely. Definitely Pterosaurus. A little bit of Dino combo, Dr. Gazooks. We'll get the infinite Polyraptor tokens going. Set up with Inscription of Abundance. If we don't have Inscription to make Marauding die at instant speed and shut off the combo that way, I might just be a little bit extra aggressive with Marauding. It dies to one of their creatures, And then we can safely go Polyraptor and not lock ourselves out. That sometimes might happen tonight. We'll see. Yeah. Could get other instant speed fighting for 1 green or 2 green, whatever it is. But Domri, the ramping and the increase in power and the counterspell protection and the fighting, again, a lovely, lovely package. I miss this guy, I must say. Tail Swipe, yes, Tail Swipe would be the thing. Haste Enabler, Dr. Gazooks, hopefully, I'm crossing my finger. Regis or Alpha is out, so all those tokens with this, boom. We get to attack with everything for lethal that turn, and that could make all the difference. But naturally, I think it makes sense. Hopefully it's enough, just having Regis or Alpha. I could, have a few other things that give everything haste. But we'll see, we'll see. The new Commander Masters, yes, Sammy, I have seen that. I think it's pretty cool. They're pushing the limit, making a colorless commander. It's very interesting. I haven't too much Pterosaurus. Not a whole lot. Maybe they'll make a... I guess technically they made a colorless dino. Morphon, however you pronounce it. The Boundless. That guy's good. But I think I've tried Helena and Elena a couple times. Collected Company Dinos. Dual Slip. A little bit. There's just so many dinos that Collected Company doesn't hit some of my favorites. I didn't really like it. Leaving those out, I think I really want to maintain being able to play the big, scary things that sometimes are hard for the opponents to deal with. But yeah, I think I would leave Collected Company to decks that their best stuff is 3 or less for the most part, but you would be missing Carnage Tarns, Regis or Alpha, Shifting Ceratops. You could try it, and maybe this is Azorius Control, hard to say. You know what, I'm going to go for Thunderherd Migration, just to play it safe. Just in case. Get ahead. I don't have to worry about them countering Thunderherd Migration, so it's pretty nice. Yes, definitely. Well, if you've put together a deck and you haven't taken the plunge, you don't have the wild cards, chances are I might have those cards, or I might have tried it already. Something's going to counter something, I imagine. I'm going to try for Topiary Stomper. We'll see if it's that Sensor or Jawari Disruption. It could be Marauding plus Regis or Alpha next turn. Oh, they didn't want to counter it. Very interesting. That is... Well, it's fantastic. We're already at 5. And I'm just happy to be facing what seems to be Azorius Control. Oh yes, Caverns of Ixalan. Dinos will get even better stuff. I think we are going to get a Cavern of Souls reprint. The second I saw Lost Caverns of Ixalan, I figured we're going to get that to help protect against counter spells. Tap for a mana of any color for dinos or whatever creature type you name. Yeah. I think it's November. I'm pretty sure. But maybe sometime I will go back to Collected Company Dinos. Yeah. I could be tempted to do that. It is going to be a little bit rough, of course. We don't have Shifting, Carnage, or Tyrannix Rex to start off with. Seems decently explosive, but as long as we can take game 1, I'm going to feel pretty safe tonight with this variation. Well, they know what I'm going to do. They're wondering. Maybe they foretell something. Could get very nasty and explosive next turn, especially if I draw land. Oh, I know it would be amazing. I might. Sammy, there's just so much potential to use. I like to try and test it out as much as possible. Sometimes I just whip up a list and make it happen right that night. Yeah, we'll see. Imagine they're gonna counter something. Feels pretty good that one of these things should land and stick around for a pretty good turn next turn. Yes, definitely Zeba, 100%. It can be quite painful. And we're going to be missing Carnage Tyrant game 1 here, like I say. Rough. Difficult. Yes, I did Storm the Festival. Storm the Festival, definitely I'd be much more up for being able to hit stuff with a mana value of 5 or less. Permanents as well, so Planeswalkers and all that. Okay, I'm going to try for Ripjaw. Oh, interesting. Maybe they're wanting me to play a whole bunch of things and then sweeping this turn, which is not the end of the world. Regis or Alpha next turn is going to be okay. Yes, Tameo safekeeping it. It helped you out, Pterosaurus. I still haven't used Tameos or other cheap protection spells yet, and again, that might be part of the reason sometimes I'm having difficulties. Oh, yes, Delina. Crazy potential with her, I must say. Man. I saw a deck that copied a Tally, Primal Conqueror, the new version of a Tally there. Copying, entering the battlefields, getting free stuff. Man, it was scary. It was actually a couple nights ago, I believe. I almost got him. I had him down to 1 or 2, and then they just went off the following turn, I believe. Or I just couldn't bust. Oh, well, what's going on here? That was odd. Strange. Huh. Boom. Got him. Evan, you got the notification. Good stuff. I tried to set it up as early as possible, earlier than usual, but my daughter did take longer to go to sleep. She didn't have a nap. Sometimes that means, boom, out at 8. I can hop on, nice and early. That was not the case tonight, though. Yeah. Must have, Sammy. Strange. Yes, you do. You do, Dr. Gazooks. It is pretty nasty. I always like to... Oh, was that the same person? What's going on? I'm confused here. Huh. Was that the same person? Maybe it was the same person. That was weird. I'm just that good with dinos, guys. I've been playing them so long. I just need to load up the list and yeah. Whew. I made the deck so good with the Polyraptor. You don't even have to play it to win. Oh. That's interesting, Heaven, that it happens to you as well. It's never really happened to me that I can remember, but his hand looks reasonable for sure. 2 lands, 2 Hunt Masters, getting that Topiary or Ranging Raptors down at least. Mono Red, though, is going to be quite painful. Not the same person, huh? Huh. Weird. Oh, yes. I was looking at the chat quite a bit. Huh. Yes, that does happen. It's pretty swingy, I guess you could say, but this is mono red. You can't burn a basic land. Something safe. So it's pretty nice to get ahead in a stable way, I must say. Switching Thunderherd Migration with Drover of the Mighty has felt pretty good. Still could be pretty rough, but ranging Raptors, of course, against mono red is going to be very nice. Yes, Heaven, I did hear that. It's going to be an interesting time, that's for sure. I was hoping that... Oh, don't use that up. I was hoping that I get another land this turn. I could go Marauding plus Topiary. Marauding plus Ranging, actually. As long as those guys survive till next turn, it's going to be pretty nice. Okay, they don't. Ouch. We're not done for yet, at least. Inscription of Abundance could be helpful, but of course mono red doing its mono red stuff. Yikes. Oof. Well, they're not playing Polyraptor anytime soon. Okie dokie. Ripjaw it is. That might be just scary enough for them. Of course, we're at 5, so that's probably going to do us in, but... Yeah, it should. The early removal encounter. Having a bigger trade-off. It goes back and forth every few years. Maybe something is good. People just haven't found the right mix or whatever it is. Oh yeah, that does it. Nuts. Yes, I saw Graveyard Dinos. It's not full-on dinos. A lot of people have started to say a thing is dinos, and they only have 3 ancient Imperiosaurs in the list. They say, oh, Gruul dinos and Graveyard Dinos. There might be more elves than dinos with 8 dorks and just 3 ancient Imperiosaurs, something like that. Yeah. But, Tail Swipe, Flame Sweep, Flammenschwall, actually in German is what it is. Polyraptor, I'm gonna trim that guy. Try and go as fast as possible. Even though Huntmaster might die, sticks around, it could make all the difference. Stacking that cost reduction, getting multiple things down, or just something down that one turn sooner. Oof, hey, that's good too. Beautiful. Yes, I'm playing dinos. It does seem a little bit... Well, it's not dinos. It doesn't seem quite right. Gruul combo or something. I could see him calling it that. Hopefully Marauding survives and they don't have something for 3 damage. As long as Marauding sticks around, I think we should be in a good position. Hey, oh, I know, you got something for 2, don't you? Could be Skewer the Critics after Fervent Champion damages us. Hopefully that doesn't happen. Huh? What's it gonna be? They're like, oh, why didn't that person block? They would have killed it. Because you had something for 2, buddy. Oh, so many Zeba that are abusing a tally. My goodness. Blue-green copy dino deck, potentially. Although you can't copy shifting Ceratops with something... Hey, well, this is what it's all about. For 1 and a green, we got 2 basic lands. Thank you. That is like... That's stunning. That's migration path for half the cost. There's just a lot of combinations. I haven't really tried a whole lot. Good old Flame Sweep. Do the trick. Smoke them. Make them think they're safe with having used it. And then I have the other two. It's going to be an uphill battle for them. That's for sure. Inscription of Abundance going to be gaining us a bunch of life. Taking something out quite fantastically. Oh, nuts. It's a robber. Oh my goodness, we're getting all the flame sweeps. I'll attack with Marauding. See what happens. Smoke them if you got them, yes, definitely. Tamer Dinos Heaven, I've tried that a few times over the years. It's been pretty good. Yeah, I must say. Somewhat good. But again, anything part blue, not being able to target shifting with its protection from blue. Rough stuff. Oh boy, is Chandra going to try to take out Marauding? Oh geez, what am I going to do? Not going to fight Robber of the Rich, because then Marauding would be dealt damage, just going to gain 4 life. That's where it's at. Phew. Oh, stunning. You know what? Thunderherd Migration to reveal Ripjaw, and then play it. Couldn't have played Thunderherd after playing Ripjaw. Gotta be this way. Ping it. Kill some stuff. I'm just gonna smack them. Certainly make use of Marauding's temporary buff in power. And they're staring down a 4-5 and a 4-5. Scary stuff, but yeah, going back to your comment, Dr. Gazooks, with Abzan Dinos, that'd be interesting. I don't think there's enough in black. Well, there is a Rotting Regisaur, of course. That is the main thing. And there's certainly enough in white. I'd probably just stick to Celestia Dinos and keep the consistency up. Yeah. Fight rigging Abzan Dinos. Hard to say. One day I'll try it, I'm sure. Yes. Jund. Probably Jund would be my favorite, just because I get the Rotting Regisaur. Maybe I slap on Embercleave, potentially. Oh boy. Oh, yes, please. Another Ripjaw, and we're off to the races. Still having 3 left over for, Flame Sweep to draw 2 cards. Actually, Topiary Stomper instead. Let's get to 7 lands. That is where it's at. Pinging, attacking, maximum aggression. Let's go. That is pretty sweet. Taking out both of them. I don't think they're busting through 2 4-5s and a 4-4. Pretty good tonight, Cut. Nezaho Primal Tide. Yes. I would like that. Demir Dinos. Maybe. I have to write these down. Actually, I'm going to write them down right now, because I often forget, even with your emote suggestions. Yes. Oh, it is. Actually, maybe I'll show it off while I let this mono red player stew. Oh, hopefully we're not dead. Okay, well, not quite, not quite. Got him. Beautiful. That is going to be painful coming up, but yes, 1 second. The famous Sour Dino, Dino Sour. I've won with Nezahal Zeba a couple times actually. They cast their sweeper. It drew me the third. Oh, I guess I have to reduce myself. 1 second. A little bit too big there. Back in business. Yeah, okay. Alright. Certainly keeping things as is, but oh, it is 5 ways. I love it. But yeah, I can probably look it up for you, but Zeba. Yeah, 2 cards in hand. The control player cast their sweeper. I drew the third card. I discarded all 3 to temporarily bounce Nezahal. She came down afterwards, and I had enough for lethal with it. That was pretty sweet. This hand is not so sweet, though. I think... Oh, heaven. That's good. Cindy's Lemonade Stand. You were with me when I played that classic math game? Yeah. Lemons, okay. Gonna have an idea sheet that I write down. Oh, it is Dr. Gazooks, one of my favorites. Oh. But yeah, this hand, definitely a keeper. Domri, you know what? I might like the fighting removal of that. I'm gonna get a... No. I'm gonna take Domri out. I want all these lands. Stable. Stability, that's the name of the game. Oh, and the Flame Sweep. We're off to the races here. Yes, Nezahal as card draw. I've been wondering about adding Nezahal a little bit. A lemon button for... Okay. Player spam my turn. I like that. That would be good. Okay. We got Flame Sweep coming up. Hopefully that's pretty devastating, and they've played quite a few creatures this turn. I might just use it Stompylicious. Yes, that would be... I have to name all the buttons, so yeah, I could name it Stompylicious. That'd be pretty good. However, I kind of like Marauding plus Topiary Stomper this turn. Get tons more lands. Yeah, that's pretty sweet. Possibly get to 7 lands next turn if I draw one, plus the Thunderherd Migration that I have, but again, it is nice seeing Domri. We're going to be losing Marauding Raptor, unfortunately. I get him back. Yes, Sammy. Huh. Yeah, I want to use Nezahal again. Huh. Flame Sweep, go. You know what? Domri plus Flame Sweep. Use that source red. Boom. Domri, make a red. That's going to feel pretty good. And take out Chandra. Marauding only at 3. Not a whole lot of damage. We take away their card draw, their ramp, or card advantage, I guess you could say. Yes, they went for the Topiary Stomper. Very interesting. We got another Marauding, and hopefully some big body coming up soon. Oof. Huntmaster, don't exactly need that, but yeah, that's alright. Thunderherd Migration getting us some more lands. 2 bodies, decent enough. Yeah. They're using a lot of removal on stuff that isn't me, so I'm not completely upset with that fact. Beautiful. Oh, it is heaven, absolutely. Imagine they have removal for Marauding. We'll get it done, out of the way. We drew out a Stomp and we took out a creature, and we've got Regisaur Alpha. Now that is an ultimate top deck. Super value with Stormy, giving +1/+0 to 2 things, because this is 2 bodies. 4 damage, hasty, love it. A 5/4 and a 4/3 for 5 is pretty fantastic. And then we can fight this Bone Crusher Giant quite nicely, I hope. Maybe they have Burning Hands. It might be Sammy, yes. Hard to say. Oh yes, yeah, definitely Zeba. People assume that you can use things in different ways, spells you might not have considered. Everything kind of working in conjunction. It can be pretty surprising, for sure. If they do damage to Ripjaw, I would draw a card plus a second card. When I take out Bone Crusher here, everything's hasty. Who knows what I draw, but boom. How is that not good? Draw 2 stuff. That's things. It's off. Look at it. Fantastic. Yes, definitely one of them must be. Certainly Ripjaw can be pretty fantastic card advantage, though. We're going to smoke him with Regisaur Alpha. Definitely Huntmaster. Drive this home. Get that cost reduction. Yes, that does seem to be GG. Hey, that's alright, Dr. Gazooks. Hey, I'm just happy to have you. Whenever you're here, of course you can always watch later. Glad to hear you're feeling better. Hopefully you are, but maybe this helps a little bit in some way. Oh, it is. It is heaven. Oh, it would. Zeba, anything. And now there is a specific land from, well, the original Arabian Nights and then reprinted in Time Spiral. And Time Spiral Remastered and all that stuff. Desert. The original Desert. For anybody that doesn't know it. Well, that's good. Hey, I love doing this, meeting people. Sometimes I don't know how you guys feel, but that's all right. You can be a lurker. Quite happy with that, and I'll just keep going and doing the thing I love. I think we got it. Oh, where's the lemon? Heaven. The opponent's temperament has soured, so this would be a perfect moment to press it. And lemons falling, maybe a lemon juicer, you know, going over the screen or something like that. Yeah, it does feel like that, Sammy. Sometimes you get a bad streak of games. Like I was mentioning, I faced Mono Green Devotion yesterday, or 2 days ago. I lost track, but it had to be at least 8 times in a day, and that is very, very strange. I still didn't look up if for some reason it got more popular, but hey, there we go. Mono Red, crushing them. Our bodies, if we can get them down early enough, are just right level, or oftentimes a little bit higher than what power they have. That would be nice. But yes, actually I'll get the link for you guys. The desert link from Scryfall. 1 second. Just to keep it easy. Desert. Got to do the reprinted Time Spiral version. The art looks a little bit better. I guess it's livened up. Whatever you want to say. Just a little bit brighter. Oh, hey, that's alright. You might... Well, when I first started Dinos in Standard, Pioneer and Explorer and Arena didn't exist, so I was looking for ways to trigger Enrage, and I came across the original Desert. I have a lot of copies from Arabian Nights and foil versions of that Time Spiral one right there, but it's kind of... It's sort of like an artifact, I guess. Taps for colorless, and then it does potentially ping at the end of combat. Get some extra use out of ranging or Ripjaw. Maybe your opponent doesn't want to block the Enraged Dino because you get benefit. They just let it through. And then you tap Desert anyway to ping them and get a basic land, draw a card, whatever it is. This hand, though, decent enough. We're seeing Boros odds. Obosh the Prey Piercer. If a source you control with an odd mana value would deal damage to a permanent or player, it deals double that damage to the permanent or player instead. That's going to be rough. Oof, light up the stage, getting them their land for the turn, unfortunately. I think they were a little bit starved. That's alright. Desert. It feels like a dessert when I play Desert because it has been pretty good. I've enjoyed it. Yeah, just getting extra value. You ramp, and then you have ranging, and you ramp some more, and you're off to the races, potentially. You take out something tiny. Usually there isn't any creature that's a 1-1, or they see the Desert, and they don't attack with a 1-1, which it could deter some aggression from something super weak. Oh, yes. Penny Dreadful, I think any card that was at one point worth a penny on mana traders for Magic the Gathering Online, the digital version. I think that's what Penny Dreadful is called. Something like that. But only super cheap cards that were cheap at one point. They might be a lot more expensive now, but Oathbreaker is a somewhat supported fan format. I don't know much of anything about it myself, but yeah. Oh, the Eldrazi Winter, that was painful stuff. Nuts. But yes, the other Regisaur to trigger Enrage is fantastic. Pterosaurus, the one that you attack, whenever it attacks you do 1 damage to any target, or there's Raging Swordtooth and Rampaging Rager, Extreme Rampager, Super Rampage Master, something like that. But definitely Ranging Raptors. They're going to run out of names. They're going to have to get a little bit more creative. That's for sure. People get confused all the time. I still get confused, and this is the only thing I do. So it's like, nuts. It does look interesting, 5 ways, yeah. Yeah, going back to the Eldrazi Winter. I was rare drafting during the Eldrazi Winter. That was pretty cool. I didn't get a whole lot of nice cards from Rise of the Eldrazi and all that stuff, but it was an interesting time, and well, hopefully we're not dead here. I imagine bad stuff is going to happen. Hopefully that's not the case. Somebody's going to get targeted by something. Could be Embercleave, of course, slapped on Duran. Something's going down. Yeah, at the very least, we got a land. Probably not enough to make things happen. However, Inscription of Abundance could make all the difference, gaining a bunch of life. We block one thing, we gain life, we take it out, we get a basic land, and then the other thing, the thing that we're blocking is dealt damage. We'll see. Is that what I want to do? That's the question. Let me think. Yes, 5/5 for 3 mana. Very, very nice indeed. They did. Zeba, they purposely powered down dinos. We only got Marauding and Shifting for a period of 3 months before Ixalan and Rivals of Ixalan released. They wanted to give dinos a sort of flash in the pan to see the much more supported version with Marauding and Shifting and Marauding Raptor. They were scared. I think they were going to release those dinos in M19 and we would have seen a really powerful standard dinos for quite some time. But yeah, they were worried about making them too powerful. Hey, they learned their lesson. They're pretty decent already, and yeah, I think we could make this work. We'll take out that Soul Scar Mage, probably with ranging, block the etching of Kumano, and maybe that'll be okay. But they have something for someone, but I'll oh, I can't gain life. Oops.
It's a trap!
Yes, we are here with other cards, Sammy, for sure. We're getting there. We're getting there. Polyraptor, though, I'll trim that. Definitely, Flame Sweep is going to be more devastating than what Polyraptor would be. We'll take out a bunch of bodies for sure. Yeah, Forerunner of the Empire cost 3, had 4 toughness, so it could survive just one more ping. It is certainly very awkward, and sometimes if you have Marauding out and you play Forerunner, it's pinged once, and then you can play another dino. You don't want to play another dino to trigger its ability, because Forerunner would die and only happen, its triggered ability only happen once. That's, I never liked that fact. And the 2 Thunderherds, it's certainly a lot better than the previous one, I must say. I think that could work out. I like keeping both Regis or Alphas. Decent sized bodies. I think we'll get there for sure. Hopefully it's fast enough. Yes, I'll hopefully be streaming tomorrow. Dr. Gazooks, of course, sleep is very important to help anybody feel better. That sometimes can make all the difference, but yeah, I'll have the chapters. I'll add the chapters for the one from last night, which I had to end a little bit early. This should be good. Hey, you can't just get rid of a basic land. Like I say, we just keep getting ahead, and there's nothing the opponent can do about this. Yes, oh, definitely Zeba. 100%. Carnage Tyrant, at one point, it was most famous in Golgari Midrange. Carnage Tyrant was 30 Canadian. Carnage Tyrant might have been 30 US at one point during its big time in Standard. Yeah, it was pretty crazy. But hey, like I hoped, there we go. We got to 5. We'll be at 6 next turn, but they haven't done a whole lot. So this is looking all right for us. But yeah, 6/6 for 6 mana is very nice. Going back to your commentary source, I'm surprised Colossal Dreadmaw is not banned yet. Its day is going to come. 100%. No question about that. Golgari Explorer, yeah, oh, painful stuff. That was sometimes my doom when I was playing dinos back in Standard. My goodness. I wish I had been recording when I first started, but I was just happy to be playing them on Arena. It was a good time. I can work with that. We've got 6 at least. Huntmaster, of course, Regis or Alpha, you get the maximum cost reduction, maximum damage. That's where it's at. Start chipping away. Do as much as humanly possible. Good. if we draw some other big heavy hitter next turn, we could get the job done. Certainly. Yeah, should be streaming tomorrow. Should be streaming every night this week. I do have it off, so I can prepare a little bit ahead of time. Maybe some nights start earlier than I have. And we'll see. Bone Crusher. Not too worried about that. Of course, the tokens wouldn't take out the Bone Crusher. We got to keep that in mind. Oh, well. Ripjaw would take out the Bone Crusher. You know what? I just want to deal as much damage as humanly possible. Come to think of it, even though the tokens lose to the Bone Crusher. Send everybody. Absolutely. Okay. We still take out Bone Crusher. We're reduced to deal 3 damage to it. Ripjaw at 4 power, so Bone Crusher still dies to that, which is fantastic. Thran Dinos. I have done Thran Dinos before. I do have a playset of Thran Temporal Gateway, I believe it's called. Yes, absolutely. I should do it at some point. Maybe I've done it here. I think I might have done it here one night. Pretty sure. Huh. I'm going to write that down so I don't forget. Vidalcan Plotter. Oh, scary stuff. Yes, it is. It is. Certainly great explosive potential. Yeah, mill decks, I mean, they're always nasty. They catch me off guard. Sometimes there's nothing I can do. You get the early Hedron Crabs, I believe it is, yeah. Turn 1 Hedron Crab, turn 2 Crab, and then they play the Fabled Passage. Sack it. They mill 12 cards right there. I'm pretty sure, if my math is correct. It's not a fun time. Hopefully Huntmaster survives, or we get, you know what, Flame Sweep next turn. Completely wiping them out would be nice indeed. I'm not blocking because I know it's all but guaranteed Huntmaster dies. Huntmaster would have died, I'm pretty sure. The Snow Crab. I haven't seen the Snow Crab, no. Yeah, that's alright to skewer the critics on Huntmasters. Okay. Definitely nice to get ranging raptors down. Hopefully they don't have removal, but I imagine they're going to slap at least 2 -1/- counters just because of Soulscar Mage there. Not a great time. I don't know if it doubles up on the -1/- counters just because you have 2 Soulscars and just happens twice. Oh, a Monastery Swiss Spear. Well, yes, that certainly is good. Now the question becomes ranging. Actually, marauding. We gotta continue the setup here. We're going to be taking out some stuff. Ranging Raptors on that Soulscar Mage. We're going to be fighting somebody. That's what I'm trying to say. I don't know if they waited until after they attacked. They were all tapped out, mostly, unfortunately. Okay. We got to use Inscription right now, before bad things happen. Before they do extra damage to Ranging Raptors here. Oh. Yeah, I guess it makes a 1/1 count. Well, we had to take it out either way. That's pretty sweet, I must say. Hopefully we get a land off this. Playing Topiary Stomper. That'd be ideal. Not quite. I'll keep everything back at least. Oh, yes. Oh, it's snow. Okay, that is painful. Luckily, I haven't faced the snow crab. 12 power is nuts. Certainly Ripjaw. I want to try and take out Soulscar Mage here. Imagine they have something damage spell related. Okay. We got it. We got it. Phew. We're not quite dead yet, but they could have just instant speed, stomp, play with fire, rampaging Ferocidon. So we can't play any creature, sadly. Ouch. Nuts. Can't win them all. Sometimes Flame Sweep does the trick, but Soulscar Mage definitely does. Pretty sad I didn't get Flame Sweep a little bit earlier. But yeah, I'm not sure why they waited. They played a bunch of creatures to set up for Obosh, the Prey Piercer, I believe. Tapping out completely, and it is a nasty deck, that's for sure. Gundalf. Oh, is it another Gruul variation perhaps? Hey, I can work with that. 2 lands, Thunderherd and Otepec. We've got Dinos. Dinos versus Dinos. It's a mirror match, folks. Gundalf, if you're watching. Oh boy, here goes nothing. Invasion of Ixalan. Well, the combination of this is it. Boom, exciting. It's nuts. Here goes nothing, man, folks. Tough stuff. It's been a long time since I've seen this. My oh my. I'm excited. Dino's taken over the meta. Perhaps, Heaven. Perhaps. Hopefully nothing too bad happens. Next turn, aiming to go Huntmaster and Topiary and just keep ramping, slamming the big nasty things. Very interesting. I would like to see what this exact... Oh, Jund. So we got Rotting Regisaur coming up, maybe with Embercleave and all those things. Oh boy, here goes nothing. Good old Huntmaster and Topiary leading the charge. Maybe they have some instant speed removal on Huntmaster. Of course, I already got the benefit. We're at 5 lands this turn. We'll get to 7 next turn. That is going to be stunning. The battle for the ages, Sammy. Yes, oh, it is. It is super exciting. Yes, definitely going with revealing Regisaur Alpha for 2, and then playing it for the 4 I have left over. Turning on Topiary Stomper. Beautiful. Of course, I can't deal with Ripjaw. I'll deal with Ripjaw Raptor next turn. Hopefully they don't have too much fighting spells. It's going to be rough if that happens. As long as we last one more turn before they fight and do painful things. Oh, okay. Not looking too bad. Oh, okay. Well. Going to be taking out this guy. That's okay. Just get them drawing 1 card. Get the pain out of the way. I mean, that's alright. That's alright. Keep them off that battle. And I can go with this Topiary Stomper. Still have 5 left over, which is quite stunning indeed. Of course, well... want the trample thing to be big as possible. Gain a bunch of life, take a thing out, and smack them. Maximum aggression. Oh, want to take out the Hunt Master, do you? Okay, I like that. Well, sometimes it is pretty painful. At the very least, we've got topiaries. Lovely having that vigilance. What is Commune gonna grab? Man, oh, I want to see this list. Shieldred. Well, that is a good thing as well. Ouch. This could get out of hand. Hopefully I get Polyraptor at some point, although it would be painful. Just hit them with everything. That's got to be it. If they don't have removal, we got them. Beautiful. Oof. Yes, King of Dinos. Lord of the Rexes. I like that. I like that indeed. But I must say, I always thought it should be either Invasion of Ixalan or Commune with Dinosaurs. One or the other. Of course, you could grab a lot with Commune, and you could grab a lot with Invasion, but Commune, you might see Invasion and Hunt Master and Drover. Maybe those aren't in the list, of course. I don't know right now. But, oh my goodness, that was... I'm shocked. Well, not sleeping. What? The excited one. I meant to press the excited one. Flame Sweep, not doing a whole lot. I kind of feel like Carnage turned. Yeah, definitely Carnage turned. That's where it's at. Certainly keep all the fighting. Flame Sweep could be quite surprising though, I must say. Oh, Carnage turns. Alright, hopefully things continue. Of course, just double blocking. Getting Ripjaw Raptor out of the way. Don't ask any questions. Do it. So you don't have to worry about it later. But this seems nice. If Marauding survives, of course. Classic, fantastic. Turn 1 Commune. If we get a third land, it's going to be good. Even if I stay at 2. Back-to-back Communes. Okay. Interesting. Well, at least, hopefully Marauding safe. If it is, we still get to go Ranging Raptors next turn, get a land, and that's pretty fantastic. There's the Rotting Regisaur. Hopefully I'm not staring down you-know-what. However, I'm just going to go with Ranging and get to 4 lands, unlock the potential of Regisaur Alpha next turn. They have to discard something, which isn't too bad. And we don't have to worry about Embercleave this turn quite yet. Yeah, this is Reckless Rage. It is good. Oh, okay. Okay. Go for the throat. Jund Dinos dipping into black to have fantastic removal like that. It is good stuff. Yeah. Oh, no, I don't have enough for that. Just Ripjaw, pretty much. Block Rotting Regisaur. So I don't take 7 this turn. I hope. Say myself taking 7 and draw a card, which might get me to the land that I need for Regisaur Alpha. I hope that's the case. Ugh, it's not. Well, that will do it. Nuts. Oh, yes, I did that a little bit ago, Sammy. Let me check it out for you. 1 second. Bear with me. It was a regular video. Wasn't too long ago that I did something with it. You know what? Maybe it was alive. Sometimes it's hard to keep them straight. Man, I've done a lot since then. Somewhere there. I'll look for it after this. I'll link it in the chat there. But it was called I Regret Not Building This Sooner. Something like that. Yeah, I have done Awakening Sun's Avatar before. Might have been a standalone episode, might have been a live stream. Can't remember exactly. Zombie Dino, though. Marauding Raptor certainly brings the pain. Can be nasty. This hand's not as nasty as I would like. A little bit too rough. Oh, okay, that's rougher. Hopefully things work out, of course, but yeah, we'll see. Inscription of Abundance, Darmy, something like that, just to keep them down a little bit. At least we do get to Ripjaw Raptor. Don't need any more lands at this point. We're in range of Carnage Tyrant eventually, which is going to be pretty nice indeed. Commune? I guess there's no communes at the moment for Gundalf. Interesting. Man, when was the last time I faced dinos? I don't know. Probably 6 months, something like that. Probably longer, actually. Oh, stumbling in the land department. Okay. Well, that is boding well for us. Phew. I'm glad I mulliganed that first hand, even though I was a little bit unsure. I eventually would get to Ripjaw. It could be very explosive for them. You just never know. But we got to that inscription like I was hoping. Play Ripjaw next turn, and then the following turn, if they haven't done too much, play a second Ripjaw, and just looks like they're getting starved, as it does happen to me at least a few times a night. They took us down in fantastic fashion that second game, though. Yeah. I always thought either Commune or Invasion of Ixalan, both things doing similar stuff. Of course, Invasion of Ixalan, you're able to grab any permanent. You don't have to pass up Otepic Huntmaster or Drover of the Mighty or Planeswalker. So I think it's probably better. Late game, you're digging for something that might not be a dino. That'll just get the job done for you. And this, Carnage Tyrant next turn, that is where it's at. I won't say good game just because it's a little bit unfortunate. They could be lagging or crashed, yeah. Yeah. That's too bad. I would have liked to see a good slugfest. Win or lose, of course, I'm just over the moon to face them. I don't care if I would have lost. Maybe this is a sign of things to come. We're going to be facing dinos a little bit more. Mobile often lags, I must say. I've got a pretty good Wi-Fi internet connection. Usually it doesn't happen. Sometimes when I'm in bed after my stream, I'm across the house, and it's not as fast as if I'm right by the router. But this, my computer, I'm wired in. I knew I wanted the best, fastest connection. Yikes. Oof. Gundalf, if you're watching, I'll search you. I'm just curious to see your list. 22 lands, 24 lands, how many sources of black? I want to see what you had that last game there. I'm always curious. Huh. Okay, okay. Maybe it's another player on dinos, back-to-back dinos, different people. Man, that would be variance for sure. I'd almost go out and buy a lottery ticket if that was the case. Give me 86. A Jace avatar. I don't think it's dinos. Probably not. Maybe they're trying to fake me out. But this hand though, hey, tons of ramp. Excuse me. Oh. Oh yes, it's going good. You want it to end nicely, evenly, somewhat, but that just spoils it for both people. For the most part, it's luck, and it's just amount of games played. One game doesn't mean a whole lot, and you want it to be good for, yeah, both individuals. Just not always the case. It is nice, definitely. Castle Garenbrig, which Polyraptor, of course, certainly pretty costly. The Castle Garenbrig tapping for 6, getting me one closer to casting Polyraptor. It has helped a few times today when I was playing with the list. So similar to how Castle Garenbrig gets out Carnage Tyrant or T-Rex a little bit earlier, easier. It's nice to help for Polyraptor. But it is 5 color fires, Enigmatic Incarnation. Oof. We'll see what happens. I'll play out another turn or two, but we don't have Back to Nature. That is in the sideboard, so this it's not going to go too well. Yeah, Back to Nature for 1 and a green, I say. If you guys aren't playing it, you should. It is fabulous. However, we get to 7 this turn. We get Polyraptor next turn with the Stomping Ground. 6 green, 2 topiaries, boom. That's pretty fantastic, actually. So you can see with Thunderherd Migration, or just straight up topiaries, there's a very real possibility you get to that 7. I definitely like that aspect. No Drover, Thunderherd, C7 lands a lot more consistently, or at least a lot more often. It definitely has helped turning on Topiary Stomper more. Yes, Enigmatic Incarnation does need to go back to nature. It's well, we're going to give ourselves a chance. We're going to get back into the swing of things. We'll see. Hard to say, Sammy. I can't think of anything at the moment. I think dinos are so fantastic. Nothing exactly that I'm wishing for. Yeah. I think we got enough stuff. Maybe I need to find the right mix again, if there is a specific right mix. Just because, you know, you can face such a wide variety. You prepare for mono green devotion, and then you don't face it for 10 matches in a row. That's definitely a very real possibility. Yeah. That's pretty good though. They turned on Thassa Deep Dwelling. They have 5 devotion to blue. Thassa 1, Kruga is 2, Omnath is 1, and then Enigmatic Incarnation is the final 5. Polyraptor though, oh boy, here goes nothing. We're seeing it. Hopefully they can't do anything to it. Yeah, I'm just playing it. Let's go. Polyraptor's not going to do a whole lot for us. Of course, there could be Leyline Binding, which I expect to happen. Possibly right now. At the very least, Topiary Stompers are threatening Kruga and Omnath and the Goblin token, so we'll start chipping away at the bodies and hope that Elesh Norn doesn't enter too soon. And hope they don't get Leyline Binding for Polyraptor there. I'm just happy to see Polyraptor come down. I'm always worried whenever I do Polyraptor, you don't see it at all in a night. Of course, that can sometimes happen when you're live. You don't get to keep playing to have that one fantastic example that you show for the match, and you're like, ooh, look, Polyraptor does good stuff. It does good stuff, but well, they're getting rid of it. Hey, we cast it, and we still had 2 lands left over, which is pretty sweet. But Kenrith will do us in. We're not busting through that, but we do have 3 things that are going to hopefully decimate them 100%. Polyraptor don't exactly need Ripjaw. Yeah, I could see myself taking out Ripjaw, actually. I like Carnage Tyrant. Yeah. I still like the fighting aspect of things. Yes, definitely. Tamios to protect Polyraptor, and then we still attack. It's indestructible, so they don't want to block to give us a token, but they don't want to potentially take the 5 damage. Maybe they're already pretty low, so they've got this caught between a rock and a hard place. What is the lesser of 2 evils with an indestructible Polyraptor? We give Polyraptor indestructible, and then fight, and then attack, and man, it's a nasty package. I think I can work with this, though. I have a good feeling about it, even though there's no back to nature. It's speaking to me. Oh, I like seeing ranging. Red speedrunner decks. That's pretty good. Or do you mean mono red aggro? I assume you mean mono red aggro. If you have a sweeper, instant speed sweeper, flame sweep, that can do the trick. But there's got to be a nice variety of stuff for people. Appeal to as many as possible. Mill decks or red speedrunner combo, anything like that. Cheating out creatures, whatever it is. Bring as many people into the game and hopefully have it be healthy, even though you might not like facing a certain deck. Yeah. There should always be something for everyone. Usually that's the case. It might not be something fun for your opponents, but I guess the main thing is if you're having fun. I like Domri, potentially. They didn't do anything to the things I have out, so perhaps that means Domri's going to happen. Of course, nothing to fight, but I was a little bit worried about a counterspell. However, usually it is just enchantment stuff. Leyline Binding. Brazen Borrower. Okay, well, still get to attack with Marauding Raptor, fortunately. Oh, the turn 2. Oh, yes. I've seen that stuff before. It's rough. I imagine Flame Sweep, if we can have it online, probably is going to take out most of their creatures. I believe they're 2 or less toughness. They have stuff that increases power, +1, +0, those sorts of things. Yeah. Ranging Raptors, though. Play it for 2, get a land. Domri, use ranging to fight the token, get another land, and we're off to the races. Do I want to do that? Yeah, no. Actually, I'll ramp, then use Inscription of Abundance to fight the token. Actually, Thunderherd Migration. What am I thinking? Reveal Carnage Tyrant. Then I save Ranging Raptors for a later turn. I get the land that I was wanting. Of course, I don't think that Goblin is going to block Marauding, but perhaps it does. Ranging stays alive. I like it. Okay, Marauding goes down, and that's okay. Yeah, there has to be super fast decks. Of course, there's nothing you can do. Oftentimes, that's just the case. Sometimes there's decks you will not win. You're not supposed to win against. You might think it's unfair, but you can't beat everything, and you won't beat things you normally beat all the time. Maybe they have Stomp for ranging, which would be quite fantastic. Get a basic land. We get Carnage Tyrant. Okay, what's about to happen? Yeah, hey, that's okay. That's okay. That's pretty sweet indeed. Again, that happened multiple times, my goodness. Well, nothing to fight. Carney T, Whoopee, and, well, seeing another one, my goodness. We're off to the races with this guy. Thunderherd Migration, I don't need the extra land. I want potentially Inscription for 2 to take out Kenrith or somebody. Possibly Reflection of Kiki Jiki. Kenrith, giving Reflection haste. It's a very real possibility. They're drawing a lot of things. Carnage Tyrant is absolutely going to decimate them, though. I'll play something. Hopefully seeing, oh. Okay, okay, Riveteer's Charm, that is good. Well, we'll make use of you-know-who by taking out... you know what, Reflection. I don't want them copying things, come to think of it. Yeah, I definitely don't want them copying things. Castle Garenbrig is good. I was thinking they were going to do something to Ripjaw to maybe save it. I could have saved him with the Inscription of Abundance. Huh. That's alright. So let's see that Back to Nature. Samey, maybe you're going to be my good luck charm. Just say Back to Nature. Giving dinos a chance. Oh, that's painful. Well, at least they didn't exile Back to Nature. Get rid of Domain, not the worst thing in the world. We could get back... Where's Back to Nature? My goodness. Right, at least we get Carnage Tombs. I like that. Carnage Tyrant, put the 2 counters on it with Inscription. Get it to survive the attack from Italia, although they might... They can flip it this turn. Oh, okay. I believe they can flip it. Actually, they need 9. Let me see. Okay, they do have 9. So they're going to interact with Italia at instant speed if they want to sink all their mana into doing that. It's got to be their plan. Hopefully we at least last till this coming turn. Inscription of Abundance to definitely take out a tally and gain a bunch of life and do all that fun stuff. Oh yes, oh yes. There's 3 copies. We're almost halfway through the deck and we still haven't seen a single one. It's got to be coming up at some point here. The Traxa though, yeah, that's rough. Nuts. Back to nature. Back to nature. Back to nature. Let's go. Ugh. Nuts. Let me think. I like another Carnage Tyrant. Even though I can't go the full Inscription. Seems alright. Gonna wait and see what they do. Hey there, man. Transform a tally. I think they'll definitely do it this turn. Leave in the heart of the cards, yes. Your best Naruto impression. Oh, back to nature. I love Naruto myself. Naruto, as some people call it. I think I just have to get rid of Atraxa, unfortunately. Nah, a flip to tally is worse. Definitely worse. Why aren't they flipping it? That's the question. Okay, we take out Elishnorn. That is also good. Not today. Even though it's going to be an uphill battle. At least we don't have to worry about them doing a bunch of stuff. I hope. Temporarily bouncing it. That is nuts. I forgot about that potential. Let's go back to nature. Man, that is rough. I have been considering bringing in 4 copies just to absolutely make sure I see it as much as possible to decimate 5-color fires, which actually won a recent tournament, I believe. It would have helped us out big time. I'm not busting through this. I'm not busting through this. Nuts. Oh, I have a better thing than the nuts one.
Man,
I still believe in the dinos. Maybe the next card coming up was Back to Nature. It certainly would be nice to just see what it was. After you concede, you get to see, oh man, I was about to get the thing I needed. Or the 3 Back to Natures were right to the bottom, sadly. Yeah. I'm just glad I remembered to use that little clip. Pterosaurus there. Man, that's a good one. I was hoping to time it as good as possible. Oh, and look at, and that dinosaur player that I faced. Man, I wouldn't have expected Jund, but of course that removal is quite fantastic, and I think a pretty valid reason to dip your toe into black. Shores up some of the painful stuff that dinos might have to deal with, make it not quite as painful. This hand, though, definitely much better than that first one. So, I mean, 3 lands and Huntmaster, that's where it's at. You know what? I'm going to keep Inscription. I have a funny feeling. Destroy enchantments and artifacts, yes. Thrashing Brontodon, 100%, it would be good. Absolutely. There is a new dino coming in March of the Machine Aftermath, a frilled sailback or something. Fortuna green, when it enters the battlefield or as it enters, you can pay 1 green any number of times, and for each time you pay it, you can destroy an artifact or enchantment, exile a graveyard, or gain 4 life. I think you can only pay that thing once, each mode once, but yeah, it is going to be absolutely stunning. 100%. It is nice, though, I must say, seeing the Thunderherd Migration able to stably keep the hope alive. Yeah, there's a couple things that destroy artifacts and enchantments, and of course Thrashing Brontodon, the classic, paying 1 to sacrifice it to destroy an artifact or enchantment. Hey, if you don't need it, you have a 3/4 body as backup. Well, the question becomes, ranging to block some stuff, ranging would die. No, we're going to go Topiary Stomper. We get the guaranteed land. We're ranging there's a very good chance we would not have. That Topiary, instead of ranging in that case, slightly better, I feel. But interesting, we're seeing Mardu Control potentially. Yes, Kogala and Yadaro, 100%. Fantastic creature, I must say. I haven't used it as much as I thought I would, but getting an artifact or enchantment when you discard it and draw a card and shuffle it back, or fighting something, massive 7/7 body, usually that's enough to take anybody out. Or it gets trample and haste temporarily when it enters. That is a very scary package indeed, but what is going on here? Mardu Vampires, it seems. Interesting. Huh. Well, I'm going to be taking them out with Ripjaw, dropping Nahiri. Of course, very fantastic and very nice that Huntmaster has stuck around. I was all but certain that it was not going to happen. Phew. That lined up perfectly. Hey, I'll stop myself from taking 4 damage and get a land. That's pretty sweet. So that right there, think about it. Topiary Stomper comes down and gets a land. Ranging Raptors comes down, gets a land eventually, and we take 4 less damage. In some ways, Ranging Raptors can be better than Topiary. Definitely nice to see Domri. We get to take out Edgar, Charmed Groom, and that is 100% what is happening. Don't ask questions. Beautiful stuff. I love this increased amount of interaction, I must say. It's been working wonders. Do as much damage as possible, though. Do I want to? You know what? I'm going to hold that back. I'm a little bit worried being at 7. Yes, good night, Sammy. Hopefully you have some good sleep, and yeah. All right. Good luck talking on stage, and I'll catch you later. Hopefully I catch this vampire opponent off guard. Definitely Ripjaw if they can't deal with it. That's a nasty thing. Blood Tithe Harvester, perhaps tapping, sacrificing itself. Huh. But we're losing Marauding Raptor here, I imagine. Yeah, it's alright. They're not attacking to a 5/5. Okay, good stuff, good stuff. That's odd, it's saying it's stuck on victory. Huh. Let me refresh this. Strange. It's been a little glitchy tonight. Okay, there we go. The preview's correct. It said I had one, and I hadn't won yet, so got me a little bit unsure. Alright, well, Rambleth Army, nothing else to do at this point. Certainly Ripjaw. 2 things, 3 things at least would have to block to kill it. 2 things would block that. Yeah, I like that. We draw a card, hopefully it's nice and impactful, but, well, you never know. It is going to be problematic. Flame Sweep is going to be very nice next game for sure. Taking out all the little zombie tokens that they make. Yeah, I'm excited. Definitely looking to take out Calatus next turn. I'm crossing my fingers. Although they could sacrifice a zombie or a vampire, put 2 counters on him, and he might get out of range, sadly. It's a very real possibility. That's pretty good, I must say. Making a token of Blood Tithe Harvester is pretty fantastic, and it has haste, so they've got 3 blood tokens giving -6/-6 at the moment. Yikes. Not great. Not great. Oh, and I just saw recently getting up to, well, a little later in the stream. It's been a while, but I was at 12 concurrent viewers. That is getting in the range of all-time record. However, this is going to be a record here. 5. Hold on a second. Oh, there we go. There we go. I pressed the wrong mode. Target this, target this, target this. Beautiful. Oof. Bunch of health, yes. I don't know. How does Nahiri go to the bathroom? That certainly is the question of the hour. I'll get Dami a little bit higher, so I can go -2 next turn. I'll attack with the token. See if they want a double block. Take out 2 things. Take Nahiri down to 1 would be lovely, but I certainly wanted to preserve Ripjaw for next turn. But yeah, it's an Inscription of Abundance coming in strong. Gaining 7 life. Taking out Calatus, which was absolutely key, I must say. Took out 2 little tokens. I don't have Flame Sweep potentially at some point here. Hopefully Ripjaw survives. And I think they have removal. Oh, Blood Tithe Harvester. Yeah, that's going to be problematic. That will do it. It was good stuff. Good stuff. But yeah, certainly I know what I'm doing. Flame Sweep, 100%. Take out their tokens. Yeah. Polyraptor. Yeah. Oh, we do have to cut something. I think that'll do the trick. I was thinking of maybe trimming Inscription of Abundance, but again, that came in absolutely clutch. Didn't work out in the end, unfortunately. A slugfest, absolutely. I forgot about Nahiri. That version of her, getting back the Blood Tithe Harvester, certainly stacking those blood tokens. Then they had 4, so -8. -8. That takes out anything, pretty much. That would take out a Tyrannix Rex. Pretty good chance if the game has gone on, they're able to pay the Ward 4 cost. Yeah, nasty. Oh, I can work with that. There's no Dino for Thunderherd Migration on turn 2, but there's a good chance of seeing it, I would imagine. And I do like seeing 2 Flame Sweeps. Oh, we've got a double mulligan. Okay. Triple mulligan, perhaps. Would be nice to take down Janks. Jank sucks. Sometimes it's pretty good. I guess it depends on your definition of jank, though. I've always thought it was something untested. Pretty much. Untested, maybe a little bit inconsistent. Everybody has a slightly different definition of it. Ugh, they're getting rid of Thunderherd Migration, I think. Or a Flame Sweep. Probably Thunderherd Migration. Gotta be. hey, if you don't have a dino in hand, there's nothing to discard. Okay, they didn't like Thunderherd. Beautiful. What did I say? We'll probably draw a dino, and we drew a dino. They would have gotten rid of Marauding, I imagine. Haha. Got him. Punk, how's it going? They've been pretty good tonight, I must say. I've faced off against the Dinosaur Mirror match. If you're just joining here, you'll definitely want to go back and check it out. But yeah. Oh, it was beautiful. Absolutely fantastic. It's been a long time since I've had a mirror match. Took them down, fortunately. They had they were on Jund. Splashing Black for removal and Shieldred and Rotting Regisaur was very, very nasty, potentially. I'll add the chapters as well. Again, I gotta remember to do it for last night's. I'll certainly take 2. Hopefully, Marauding survives, but I wouldn't be surprised if it goes down. They only have 2 things in hand, so... Ripjaw Raptor next turn, that would have been pretty fantastic. What do they got up their sleeve? Oh yeah, sometimes I have done Jund. I did it pretty early on when I started the channel a few times, and since then I've, some nights here or there. Absolutely. If you want to see Jund again, I'd be happy to dust it off, whip it up. I just like the consistency of Gruul. I don't feel I need to dip into black. Rotting Regisaur, of course, is fantastic. Embercleave, making it an 8/7 double strike trample. That never gets old for anybody. Certainly is quite exciting. Yeah. It's nice. Has its good moments, that's for sure. And of course, since we got the Triome, Zayator's Proving Ground, just increasing the consistency a little bit more. Definitely has been nice. I was thinking of using Flame Sweep there. Maybe they want to draw it out, perhaps. They don't want to play the other Blood Tithe Harvester because they know we're going to use it. They're not going to make Mutavault a creature. They just have little creatures, something like that. They have Stomp for Marauding after it gets pinged, but I think it's mostly just Vamp. Hey, there we go, folks. We got the thing I was hoping to get. Whew. See if they have... Oh, okay. This is good. This is good. Upgrading Naya Dinos. I like to hear that. This looks pretty sweet. Got that fantastic benefit of Flame Sweep. They probably have something for 4. Alright, good stuff. Happy to hear. Yes. Hey, Dinos is pretty much all I do. League of Legends sometimes, if you haven't caught that. Albion Online, but mostly Dinos. I like to keep it, open, potentially to other games, but still, basically always focus on Dinos, and I like it. I think it's pretty neat and unique, but I'm not doing it just because it's different. That's like an added bonus, I guess. Mono white dinos. Can't do mono black dinos. Boros dinos. Rakdos Menace Dinosaur Tribal. We got a new Menace Dinosaur with March of the Machine. It is a common, but that could be another real possibility for sure. I feel like they might have... Oh, okay, they're just dead. Right. We got the job done. I was certainly worried about that. They didn't like Inscription of Abundance. They really got rid of it. Fortunately, they didn't get rid of Thunderherd, and I drew that Marauding to be able to play it on turn 2. I think I'll keep it as is. Oh, it's pretty good, but I think with Labyrinth Raptor, Rampaging Ferocidon, and now this new one, the Wolverine dinosaur from March of the Machine. Maybe there's enough. Then you have an equipment or enchantment, whatever, that also gives it menace if it doesn't have sticky fingers. Sticky claws, I like to call it. 1 red from Streets of New Capenna, menace. And when it deals damage to an opponent, you make a treasure, I think. And then when it is put into the graveyard, you draw a card. Something like that. Dinos are very menacing. I wish more dinos naturally had menace, and that could be a pretty scary list. Dinosaur, menace, dinosaur, tribal. Combining 2 very scary things into one very devastating list. This, though, this hand is not devastating whatsoever. My goodness. No. Ugh. I could risk it. There's a bunch of stuff for 2. I'm gonna risk it. I've made worse stuff work before. Part of the cards. Oh, that's not a land. It's not land. Oh boy. Stomping ground. Mountain. Where is the land? Yeah, I knew it was risky, not the best idea in the world, but of course, it's always fun to try and see what happens. Of course, I technically should have seen one by now. Oh boy, that's not great. Sorin to cheat out Galta and Mavrin. Or Calatus. Okay, I get the idea. Yeah. 1 land potentially in the top 10. Yeah. Actually, it was the top 10. I had to send one to the bottom. Ouch. Yeah, I've been wondering about Sticky Fingers myself. Something to do for 1 mana, of course, as often is enticing. Usually the most expensive thing I do is something for 2. Partly why I like Commune with Dinosaurs for the single green there. Yeah, we can do 1 more match. Yeah. Alright, time for the Gatorade. Oh, that is absolutely stunning to look at. 3 lands, Marauding Huntmaster, Ripjaw. If both of these survive, we get a cast Ripjaw for 2 green. Oh, it's been a long time since I've got to do that. Or Ranging Raptors for 1 green. Or if we draw a second Ranging, Marauding for 1, Ranging for 1, Ranging for 1. Oh, survive, you can do it. No play with fire. Oh, I jinxed myself. That's okay. I'll pay the 2. Get Ranging. Perhaps that scares away their aggression. At the very least, Ranging should basically be guaranteed to get a land. If they have something for 2, they're definitely not targeting Ranging. It has to be something for 3 damage. Monastery Swiftspear would take it out. Okay. Oh boy, this might not be good for them. We get 2 lands, and oh, that's not great. You got to figure that's not the best turn of events. Yeah, definitely Regis or Alpha. Get 2 bodies. They're going to be in an uphill battle with this. I won't attack with the token just because we're already getting pretty low at 11, but they spent some of their resources to give us a land. And we got this. Oh, Annex. No, it's got to be Marauding and Domri. actually marauding in Ripjaw. I like that instead. Oh, and a land. Man, that is beautiful. I'm going to attack with Ripjaw. Entice him to block. I want to keep marauding and the token, but hey, that's okay. We take out Annex, we draw another card, and we're feeling pretty good right now. Beautiful. Oh, we've almost... Okay, folks, we might get it. This might be it. Not this turn, but the Polyraptor combo. We've got a lot of ramp coming up. Let me think. What is the best way to do this? Well, definitely ranging Raptors for 2. Get a land off Marauding Raptor or pinging it. Yes, please. Domri. Okay, I like that. Make use of ranging Raptors. See if they want to give us an extra land. If not, we'll fight the Monastery Swiftspear with Domri to get the land. Okay. Let's see what happens. Maybe they have removal for Domri. Hopefully that's not the case. Hey. Oh boy, we might be seeing Polyraptor plus having enough for inscription. We're going infinite. Cross your fingers, folks. I wanted this to happen at least once. Okay, well, we still get to go Polyraptor. That is going to decimate their chances. That's not going to help them. Oh, this is just a thing of beauty. We get the guy. Oh, lovely. Take out Koth. I don't like seeing that. Oh, so we've got Polyraptor. Oh boy, it happens. They're done for. Good luck. Polyraptor effectively has hexproof against mono red. Mono dead. Boom. Inscription of Abundance. Let's go. Oh, fantastic. I like it. I like it indeed. Oh boy, we don't need to do a whole lot. I'll still ramp and do things. I just like seeing multiple Polyraptors. It happened. Finally. Not that we needed it. Certainly we still would have got the job done with something cheaper, for sure. Carnage Tyrant, whatever it is. I just wanted to see Polyraptor happen a little bit. But definitely Flame Sweep. Polyraptor got the job done, but Flame Sweep is certainly going to be more devastating than Polyraptor, and we get to see Flame Sweep certainly a little bit earlier. Oh, hey, I wanted to see at least one more. Yeah. You can imagine having just one or two Polyraptors. You might not want to see multiples, but tonight, that is what it's all about, so I'm just happy it happened, at least once. We almost had the infinite, or as infinite as we wanted. We had 2 left over. We would have been able to do that fantastic combo, and this hand certainly is an instant keep. 2 lands, a bunch of stuff for 2, stable ramp with Thunderherd to get us to 3 for Flame Sweep. Hold off on Hunt Master, definitely. It gets killed by our own Flame Sweep and a wide variety of stuff from this mono red opponent. Hopefully they play a bunch of creatures. Hopefully it's not too painful. Okay, this is actually not so bad. Our real Topiary Stomper. They don't have to be worried about the potential of Ripjaw coming down next turn. They're like, oh, this person's going to still just be ramping. They won't be able to block with Topiary. I'm going to play a bunch of creatures. I like this. It's going to be nice taking out both Monastery Swift Spears and... Actually, not both. Okay, still a few creatures here. Still going to be nice. I'm going to try for Flame Sweep. They're going to save the one monastery. Oh, they don't. Phew. Phew. Oh, they could have saved the Monastery Swift Spear if they cast Play with Fire. That other one that didn't die, well... Yeah, no, that's odd. Okay, certainly Ripjaw. Double Topiary Stomper next turn with the cost reduction from Huntmaster, I hope. I think that's going to do the trick. Huh. Well, we're not dead yet. Now we get to 7 with this. That is certainly where it's at. Yeah, no, definitely get to 7. 2 things that can block. I like it. You know what? I'll play it safe. I don't like being at 5. Just in case. Four is certainly very scary. Oh, double Flame Sweep. That is going to be absolutely stunning. I say we just attack with everything. Good stuff. Of course, being able to attack with Topiary, we're not left open due to the vigilance. That should be okay. We can sweep everything this turn. Oh, it did not matter. Beautiful stuff. Oof. That's pretty fantastic. Again, very nice to see. We turned on Topiary quite fast due to Thunderherd Migration. We probably would have turned him on still, but yeah. Oh, Pterosaurus, you were saying previously of thinking of cutting Topiary, but I think, you know, it's nice. You have something that searches for a basic land as well as that, maybe cultivate plus Topiary, although having Thunderherd, a lovely, stable turn 2 play for a ramp. Very nice indeed. Nash, how's it going? Hopefully all is well. Nash, I faced another dinosaur deck, Gundalf. Fortunately, I got the job done. They did us in on game 2. Jund Dinos, Rotting Regisaur, Shieldred, black-based removal. It was painful. Losing in Werewolves on Spiders. Oh, that is unfortunate. Non-stop control. I've been doing pretty good, Nash, but I was mentioning previously, I've been facing a lot of mono-green devotion. It's strange. It is lovely hearing about other people's experiences. It can be very different. You could just face the same stuff over and over. The meta might not have changed, but it's just how it is sometimes. You might prepare for a match you face a lot the previous day, and then you don't face it at all. It's just how it goes, pretty much. Or Ravenous Chuko. Yeah. I've seen all 4 copies of Galta. I've seen 2 Huntmasters, 2 Marauding, 2 Drovers, not really increasing the aggression much. I've seen 3 Otepic Huntmasters and 1 Marauding Raptor. That's no fun. Yeah, it's hard. You want to put it in perspective though, try and play as many games as possible. But in the moment, when you have tough times like that, it's hard not to feel too bad or think you might need to make a change. Try and think, how common is this occurrence? Chances are it's not. You should really never see 3 Huntmasters, but sometimes you will see them. You want as many copies of a thing that's going to be impactful for whatever your deck is trying to do. Infinitely varied, yes, 100%. 3 trap big. Oof, that is lovely stuff. But definitely, because it is so varied, I think that's why I love it so much. There's always a chance anyone can win against anyone. They say something like a 30% chance you can beat anybody else that you're facing, maybe 20%. It could be the most recent world champion and you're just starting out and you beat them. Maybe they get mana screwed or whatever. It's not the best way to win, but you did still win. Oh, good stuff. Good stuff. I like to hear that. Hex. Yeah. Avabruck Caretaker, Howlpack Avenger. I imagine you were using Howlpack Avenger. I've used it sometimes in Dinos. I gotta look at that. Maybe I'll look at that, yeah. Maybe I've been missing Howlpack Avenger. Man, that thing is nasty. Hexproof, then it flips. Everything has hexproof. Maybe it's Avabruck. That's it. There we go. Yes, Avabruck Caretaker. Absolutely scary stuff for werewolves or anything else that can reasonably make it work. Perhaps I could just start using this on the regular instead of Polyraptor. You got to imagine this probably is more helpful than Polyraptor. I just switched the 4 that I was using tonight for this, and Arlen Cord, or the new version of Arlen that we recently got. Yeah, just this thing, making stuff bigger, whatever it is. Carnage Taunt. It is always nice putting those 2 counters on it before we've flipped it to Hollow Hinge. I was using it for a few days last summer, just because I was getting owned by Rakdos over and over again, and it did do the trick. Yes, it was a good brew. Alright, 1 Polyraptor. Yes, it is pretty cheap in paper, or no, expensive. What am I saying? It's pretty expensive. Oh, 100%. You see sometimes how Regisaur and the hastiness, you just gotta believe in the damage. Maybe they sweep you, and then you slap down some hasty werewolf. Does the trick, maybe a few hasty werewolves, and you at least know you have a chance in the Gruul colors against a control matchup where you might not have originally thought it was going to be good. Or you would just almost always lose. That is not the case. Reckless Stormseeker. I mean, it's fantastic in Gruul boats, Gruul midrange, whatever you want to call it. A hasty Lovestruck Beast, turn 1 Llanowar Elves, turn 2 Reckless Stormseeker, turn 3 Lovestruck Beasts, and you're off to the races with that. My goodness. Scary. Yes, definitely. Definitely the 4. It's usually never bad to play Reckless Stormseeker. Well, maybe I should start using it myself. Reckless Dinos with Reckless Rage, Reckless Stormseeker, something else that is part Reckless. Actually, I'm going to type that in. No, we got a few Reckless Tribal with this. And Reckless Impulse. That's pretty nice for card advantage. Huh. The new Arlen, good stuff. The War Vivian, I must say. I can take a look at that. I've been wondering about using it myself. I did a stream, maybe 2 back-to-back nights. Champion Dino, I believe it is, maybe about a year ago with this version of her. Oh, 100%. They offer so much. They have a lot of good options. You hope toolbox options. Of course, I feel spoiled having Shifting Ceratops and Carnage Tyrant and lots of hastiness, but werewolves certainly are very scary indeed. We have Rampaging Ferocidon and Giant Syndermaw for life gain. However, this, I mean, Vigilance and Reach on some creature is very nice. Not leave yourself open. Excuse me, deal with flying. The -2, very nice as well. get some creatures. You can only exile one, unfortunately, but playing creatures as if they had flash seems pretty decent. No, I'll certainly try this one out again at some point. Alright, I think that'll do it for tonight. Fantastic ending on a positive note, but whether it's good or bad, I always have a good time chatting with you guys. Have a good rest of your time zone. Dr. Gazooks, Pterosaurus, Cut, Nash. A lot of people tonight. Unk, Heaven, Sammy. That was good, almost. Oh, Zeba. Zeba again, nice to see ya. Yeah, maybe tomorrow I'm going to break my all-time record. Who knows? Boom.